Hi and welcome to Movies Suck. Today, I've been having a peruse around the internet as you do when you got nothing much better to do. And in fact, that's a lie, I've got a lot of things to do. But I couldn't leave this alone. Obviously, we all know that The Matrix 4 is going to be coming out at some point. In fact, if you go over here on Bound End Comics, it says The Matrix 4 is going to be in theatres on May the 21st of 2021. So, a little bit of a wait. But the news is, and I'm afraid it's not good news, that Hugo Weaving will not be returning as Agent Smith. I know, you're thinking to yourself, what? Well, that sentence doesn't make any sense, and you're entirely correct. That sentence makes absolutely zero sense. A Matrix film without Agent Smith. Let's see. The Matrix films are characterized by pretty much two things in the good and bad guy area. You have Neo, and you have Agent Smith. Agent Smith meet Neo, smash them together, craziness happens. And without Agent Smith, exactly how is this going to work? I mean, obviously, we can all imagine a Matrix film without Agent Smith, but do we want to imagine a Matrix film without Agent Smith? Really? I mean, I don't know that anyone even asked for Matrix 4 anyway, after the previous two Matrix films, because they weren't great, but bringing everybody back except Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith? Apparently there was some sort of scheduling conflict, although it doesn't actually read as a purely scheduling conflict. Let me read you the story. So, it says Matrix 4 is bringing back several familiar faces: Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jada Pinkett Smith, but don't expect to see Hugo Weaving's Agent Smith pop up in the film. According to Weaving himself, he's not returning for the sequel, even though director Lana Watchowski wanted Weaving to reprise his role. Sadly, scheduling difficulties got in the way. It says that, and we'll get to the scheduling difficulties in just a second. Hugo Weaving really wanted to do this. He really wanted to do this. So, we still don't know what the hell The Matrix 4 is going to be about. Who knows? Who could possibly have any idea what The Matrix 4 is going to be about? I don't even know how they can even actually make a Matrix 4 after how they previously ended the entire series. How is that going to work? Obviously, there's going to be some future war with the machines in which they get everybody back in the Matrix? I don't know. Who knows what the hell's going to happen with it? They've obviously got a story. They're apparently starting to film. We can just hope it's good. Hope it's better than the last two. Anyway, it says that we still don't know what The Matrix 4 is going to be about, but it looks like writer-director Lana Watchowski was really hoping to bring back Agent Smith in some capacity. Unfortunately, Hugo Weaving, who played Smith in the first three Matrix films, was unavailable. Weaving is currently booked to star in the stage production of The Visit, and that ultimately got in the way of returning for The Matrix 4. Now, here's what Hugo had to say about this. I'd love to know what Lana Wachowski had to say about this as well, but this is what Hugo has to say. It's unfortunate, but actually I had this offer for The Visit, and then the offer came from The Matrix, so I knew it was happening, but I didn't have dates. I thought I could do both, and it took 8 weeks to work out that the dates would work. I held off on accepting a role in The Visit during that time. I was in touch with the director, Lana Wachowski, but in the end she decided that the dates weren't going to work. So we had sorted the dates, and then she sort of changed her mind. They're pushing ahead without me. So we said scheduling conflict. But he says here we had sorted the dates. The dates had been sorted out. Agent Smith could have been in The Matrix 4. What happened is that Lana Wachowski seemed to have changed her mind and decided to not bother with Agent Smith. So we're having a Matrix 4 with Agent Smith purely because the director chose not to have him back. There is no scheduling problem. Hugo Weaving says in this statement that they sorted the dates out and that it was apparently going to work. Because he says, we sorted the dates, then she just sort of changed her mind. She obviously couldn't be bothered to deal with it and thought, well, do I really need Agent Smith? I mean, after all, he was only the most interesting character in The Matrix. It's just unbelievable. Matrix 4 without Agent Smith. I keep saying this because I just can't make that sentence make sense in my head. I can't imagine The Matrix without Agent Smith, because there has been no Matrix without Agent Smith. And making a Matrix without Agent Smith, is that worth it? Is it going to be good? I mean, Keanu Reeves is good, sort of. He certainly works as Neo. But Agent Smith was one of the things that really held that together. He was just so menacing and interesting. I mean, he essentially broke his programming and everything in the end, didn't he? Just went rogue. No Agent Smith in The Matrix 4. I'm really not going to get over that. So if I come back on here, like in a couple of days, repeating this exact same video, please forgive me. I am just not going to get over this. I really can't. The fact that he was ready to go, he could be in the film, and then she just sort of changed her mind. I'm just really ticked off about this. I expect you guys are really ticked off about that. Well, let me know how ticked off you are about it in the comments. Anyway, this is Movies Suck. Wishing that Lana Watchowski sorts this shit out, because I want Agent Smith in the new Matrix film. If they're going to bring all these other people back, they bloody well better bring him back. Signing out. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.